And we got a show.
A very rough show.
A non-playoff show for you. So it's the off season.
I don't want it to be, though. We're supposed to repeat, Dan.
How do you think I feel? I was the one. So you were off one episode. I want to say it was the Fullerton when you were doing a show in Fullerton.
Oh yes, the Fullerton show.
So I was over here going like, Suns getting past the Lakers. Just like left an entire monologue as to like thinking that was not going to happen. And then Anthony Davis had to go on and get hurt. Anthony Davis had to hurt every single chance of the Lakers advancing onto this playoffs. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are mad at Frank Vogel, and quite frankly, they have every right to be, because what were we saying before the Lakers made it to the playoffs? We were saying this is a team that's now independent, that doesn't need to work on the superstars.
We hyped them up so hard.
And what happened? Vogel just ruined their life lessons that they had halfway through the season by going like, no, we're going to bench Trez. We're going to bench Gasol. We're going to do like, we're not giving them as many minutes because LeBron and Anthony Davis are back.
It felt like an inside job, kind of. I mean, I felt very Building 7-ish as far as, like, hey, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Why bench Trez? I didn't get that.
Because game one, Trez did play.
Okay.
He then decided to switch it up and go with Marc Gasol to match DeAndre Ayton. And granted, okay, I understand. Trez is not really that great defensively. Yeah. And so he can't guard Jay Crowder, who is supposed to be their 4.
I hate that guy so much.
I can't stand Jay Crowder, or as I call him, Black Avatar.
Is that your new opener? Is that your closer?
That's what. That's the only joke I've written so far since I've made my comeback into comedy. Now that the Lakers are out of the playoffs, I feel as if when it comes to it, Montrezl Harrell can't. And like this is actually what a lot of Clipper fans were saying. Like he can't guard a lot of the bigs, and when you ask him to guard a perimeter, he gets beat off of the dribble. So Clipper fans were like stroking their ego, saying, "Yeah, we were right, haha, Montrezl Harrell." But I think Vogel took out Montrezl Harrell by not playing him two of the most critical games. You got to give him some minutes.
Yeah.
Give him some minutes.
I gotta say, his coaching decisions were like sometimes I was like, okay, the guy kind of plays chess sometimes. He doesn't give you everything all at once. He waits. He adjusts. I mean, I'm just going off of that the last season when we won a championship. He made his adjustments, and then as the series continued, he kept making it the right adjustments that made sense. But dude, he was like benching everybody, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Same with Markieff Morris.
Keith.
And look, a lot of fans were going like, look how dumb Keith is. I'm like, look, Keith was very integral towards the run last year.
Yeah, and he played a lot.
And so you want to say like, oh, he didn't play a good portion of these games. It's like, dude, did you see him when LeBron was out? He had a good stretch of runs this season. Go ahead and check his game logs. Like when he's actually playing consistent, then he gets in a consistent role while playing.
And I know we're not there yet, but Dennis Schroeder. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What was that?
Actually, we'll go right there now.
Oh my God.
So Mike Gary, we actually took a poll question from our Fear LA page, and this is what the results were. Which player do you absolutely not want to see in purple and gold next season? Now, Dennis Schroeder got second place, 23%. Andre Drummond got 20%. Kyle Kuzma came out on top with 44%. And Wesley Matthews or Marc Gasol, that was what the slash was meant. Marc Gasol, 13%.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of wanted to just see the whole team blown up. To be honest, like, I'm at this point. I'm like, all right, everyone not named LeBron and AD. Sorry, but and Caruso. I want Caruso back, but.
So let's actually show real quick what Rob Pelinka said, because this is what he said, I believe, shortly after the Lakers were eliminated by Mike Trudeau. In terms of free agency, we feel we have a core group of players that we can do special things. The goal is to try and keep that core group together.
I just want to know why they weren't making shots. That's it. Why weren't they?
Well, Anthony Street Clothes Davis was out. Do you want to talk about this, actually?
There's so much to talk about.
Okay, there is so much to talk about. I feel as if we're going to be like, we're trying to get from A to B, but there's just like so many turns to that.
It hurts everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It hurts everywhere.
Okay, so we'll talk about Dennis Schroeder later on. We'll talk about Kyle Kuzma.
That guy.
We'll talk about Anthony Davis right now. How do you feel about Anthony Davis going on the last game, Game 6, how do you feel about him playing only for him to be taken out that same quarter?
I'm glad he tried just to try, but people were gonna see. We're in the age of there's too many options out there for like people to vent and criticize. You know, with social media, and that's generally it with really social media. I mean, even Snoop Dogg posted a Photoshop image of AD in a wheelchair. Like,
Was it Mr. Glass?
Yeah. So like, it's he had to do it for maybe his I don't know, his insecurity of knowing that he couldn't play. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna try to play. But I heard that the medical staff was going to clear him. So I don't know if he was lying, telling him, oh no, it didn't hurt if I do that. No, I was good. But maybe he did like just kind of like irritated again when he landed. So anything can happen. The dude was hurt. Everyone was hurt. Everyone was banged up.
I think the quote that Anthony Davis said before Game 6 was like, it was kind of like cryptic, but he was like, yeah, I mean, I want to play, but it's obviously up to the medical staff.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like he was putting the ball in their court. But right, like there's other ways to say it. There's like, if I'm cleared, then I'm ready to go. Like you're like kind of like focused and stuff.
Well, you mean the guy that wore an That's All Folks shirt when he was about to leave New Orleans?
Yeah,
New Orleans.
The cryptic guy.
Yeah, the cryptic guy.
That cryptic guy.
Yeah, okay, that's his middle name's cryptic.
The guy with the eyebrow with nothing to hide.
Yeah, like the Simpsons character.
Nothing to see.
The unibrow baby.
But he ultimately was like, there's a way to say it, there's a way to phrase it, the way he was like, I want to play, but it's up to the medical staff. It's like, do you really want to be out there? So like, I guess like the medical staff by going like, okay, we'll see how you do. Like, I'm not sure if they really listened to the quote or not, or if that was their true intentions. But for him to be thrown out like that, he was in no way, shape, or form meant to play. I really do think he wanted to play though, because Charles Barkley really did seep in a nickname that will stay for him forever.
Street clothes.
Anthony Street Clothes Davis has got to be one of the top nicknames of the past decade.
Because he's always wearing street clothes.
Because he's always in street clothes. Because he's always hurt. That's what Charles Barkley meant.
It's sad. Like it sucks that he's considered a liability now.
So going forward, how do you feel about that? Do you want to build a franchise around Anthony Davis? Anthony Street Clothes Davis.
Hey, he won a title, and but he was healthy last year for the most part, right?
Yeah, he was.
I remember he got he was kind of hurting a little bit.
There were still games where like you saw him fall down on the ground in the bubble, and you're like, and like you just got.
Wasn't it his ankle or something like that he kind of messed up last season? Like
it was.
But he was good. I think I want to say he sprained it or something like that. I can't remember off the top, but I don't know, man. Maybe AD. We've always kind of talked about this as far as AD being the number one. He's never really been the number one guy. He's always been like the two guy. At least I would think, because I don't know. There's something that he lacks. I've said that before. I just what it is. I don't know. I mean, he does kind of have a killer instinct, but he's not that. He just doesn't have that. I don't know. He's missing something. So as far as to build around him, I don't know if I'd be comfortable still. I mean, I'd be confident, but I don't know if I'd be comfortable.
You know what he's missing?
What is he missing?
Mamba mentality.
I think that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. We need a bell for that. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, wait, we got that sound effect though. From Aiden English.
Oh yeah.
Talking about what day today
Oh,
is.
that's right. What today is? What's today?
It's
Mamba Day. We'll just do it.
Oh,
Okay.
Mamba Day.
I like yours is better.
Thank you. Mamba Day. Because I actually put effort, unlike Aiden English, who I paid a cameo appearance for, and he just under-delivered.
Mamba Day. Like it's almost like he was like working at the office and he's like, oh, I got a cameo. I got to do this real quick. And you don't want to be too loud because all the other cubicles will hear him.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually, I'm glad you put it in that perspective, because I was like, man, this cheapskate, I just paid him like this much. I was like, no, you gotta pay me WWE money if you want to get the top notch.
I wanted a passionate, like, Mamba Day, like how he would do it. But instead he gave us a customer service version because he was in the middle of his customer service job.
He's like, hold on, I have to stay.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
He's like, let me go into this next room to record this cover. Mamba Day.
Yeah. Mamba Day.
Anthony Davis, I really feel discouraged. Magic Johnson went out onto Twitter and said, like, use this time to recover. And that is, I guess, the silver lining that the Lakers recover, or like the Lakers got bounced because now they have time to recover from the quick turnaround.
I mean, one of the common themes that we said, or at least I said for sure, I know, is I said, as long as we stay healthy, we'll be fine. And we weren't healthy for most of the year.
Thanks, Solomon Hill. Thanks.
Pretty much. But like,
You're the John Wilkes Booth of this generation.
I know there's a lot of like bloggers or posts, articles. We'll say articles. Or the professional that would they pretty much said that we were screwed since the moment we won the championship because for the following season because what was the percentage of teams that were in the finals or at least got deep into the playoffs last year that were eliminated in the first round?
So the Denver Nuggets still in it. The
Barely.
Miami Heat
out.
The Boston Celtics out. And the Boston Celtics also were like 500 for most of the season.
Yeah.
So this was not an impressive campaign. The Miami Heat were like having players in and out of COVID protocols. And you could say, oh, that's because of the bubble. But that's also because they probably live in Florida.
Oh, that too.
And then Lakers, I mean, like, yeah, the Lakers did have a lot of older guys who are injury prone that had to carry the torch like this.